Good morning out there in the DFS community. It's Vaughn, the Stat Man, coming into your YouTube airwaves, and welcome to the Stat Room. Woo! We are having a good night so far in DFS, but before I get into all of that, let me get into my positive word. And my word for this fine morning is family. All right, ladies and gentlemen, a lot of people are under the impression that the only way somebody can be your family is if they are blood. Well, that is not true, ladies and gentlemen. Family is anyone who has your back, who you've developed a long-term relationship with, and no matter what, you guys always had each other's back, good, bad, and different. I have a cousin who we're not, blood cousins, but we're blood because of the love that we've shown each other and the way the person has had my back and the way I've had that person back. Sometimes your family can be your worst enemies. Sometimes your family can be your best friends. It just depends on the relationship that you've built with that family member. And sometimes your friends are your family. So guys, know the difference between your family and your friends, and you'll be great. I'm gonna leave it there with family, guys. All right, guys, so before I get into the wonderfulness in DFS, guys, I am Vaughn the Stat Man. You can follow me on Twitter at Vaughn the Stat Man. You can check out my website at VonnTheStaTman.com. And guys, my top 20 list today is going crazy. I mean, a lot of games, it's a lot left to go, but Gortat is at 23 points in the beginning of the third quarter. Yeah, it's going rather well. Noah Vonleh had 11 in the first quarter, and a game just in the second quarter. So that's just a few of the low tier guys that I had picked. All right, guys. So before we get into this, guys, I appreciate it if you hit the like button on this video, and also subscribe to me. I give really good information. So let me get right into breaking down the slates. All right, we have an 8-game slate on tap. You got Philly at Atlanta. This is a game that doesn't really have a lot of interest to me. Embiid is hurt, so it's going to be interesting in this game. Next, I'm going to go New Orleans and Cleveland. This is a game that most of the people who play DFS are going to target this game. I know because you have LeBron and Anthony Davis in this game, but there are a couple other lower tier guys that I do like in this game, and I see two people that I'm going to definitely put in my top 20 that I will be giving out to my subscribers. Next, you got Phoenix at Houston. This game should be a blowout. Houston shouldn't even let their starters, probably won't play in the fourth quarter, but I do see some low tier options in this game that should do well. Next, I'm going Denver at OKC. Now this game is going to be a blowout. I think Denver's going to blow OKC out. Denver has all the firepower. OKC is playing. They're going to be on the second night of a back-to-back. I love everybody from Denver in this game, but one of my favorite plays from Denver would probably be Jokic. All right, next you got Minnesota at Dallas. Dallas is a scrappy team. Minnesota plays no defense. Minnesota's center is coming off of an 80-point game, so don't expect another 80-point game. You got Nerlens Noel going up against one of his former friends that played at the same college he played at, so that's going to be an interesting battle. This game should be pretty high scoring. Dallas is scrappy. Minnesota plays no D. All right, next you have Memphis, Tank City, going on the road to Utah. Utah is fighting for a playoff spot, so they're going to come out guns blazing. Memphis has actually played better the last 2 games. So this game is going to be a blowout, but it should be close for the first quarter. Next, you got the Los Angeles Clippers going on the road to face the Portland Trailblazers. My favorite play in this game is Damian Lillard. He just had a baby. So guys, if anybody out there is a father, you're so humble and calm after your child. Now he's going to want to go out there and start his legacy. And he's going to go out there. He's going to be so relaxed. He's going to go out and he's going to ball out. He had a day off to just hug and love his child. He's going to want to start really balling. So I expect a huge game out of Lillard. The Clippers is not a pushover team. So this is one of my favorite games. This will probably be the game I might target the most. And next, you got Milwaukee at the Lakers. This game is interesting because you got to see if the Lakers star point guard Ball is going to play. He has a knee contusion, so if he doesn't play, then this game becomes kind of even. But Milwaukee is going to be playing on the second night of a back-to-back, and I'm quite sure the game against Golden State is going to be a tough game. The game hasn't started yet. I'm doing this video before the late slate, but Milwaukee still should dominate. I think Giannis is going to want to show. He's going to show out in LA. Middleton is going to show out in LA, and I love Bledsoe to show out in LA. But then I like Randall to do well. I like Lopez to do well. I like Pope to do well. This is going to be a pretty good game as well. All right, guys, so I'm going to leave it there with the slate breakdown. Next, I'm going to go into the 4 Horsemen. All right, I'm giving you point guard Lillard. As I said earlier, he's 9,600. I'm using Fanduel's price point as a reference. He's going up against the Los Angeles Clippers. They are weak at the point guard position. Lillard is coming off of a day's rest. Actually, it's going to be 3 to 4 days rest by the time the game starts. He's going to ball out. Next, I'm giving you shooting guard Pope going against Milwaukee. Pope, he typically does well on his second game at home, and he's low price, 6,300. Milwaukee is going to be coming off of a back-to-back, and I know it's going to be a tough game with Milwaukee at Golden State. So I like Pope in this matchup. Next, I'm giving you small forward Covington. He's 6,000 going up against Atlanta. With no Embiid, that means more shots for Covington. That means Covington is going to have to be more aggressive on the defensive end. So I love him in this matchup. And my last play is power forward Ilyasova coming back to Atlanta for 4,100. I like him to get you about 25 to 30 points. All right, so I'm going to leave it there, guys. I am on to today. So guys, don't forget to win-win. That means give people what they want so you can get what you want. And guys, don't forget to think and ink. That means write it down so that way it can come true. And guys, I'm also doing lineups for Yahoo. I'm doing my top 20 for Yahoo. My Yahoo is on fire right now. All right, guys, so I'm going to leave it there, guys. So don't forget to, just because somebody is not blood doesn't mean they're not family. Love you guys.